Hello Libra, welcome to Elle's House of Tarot. I hope everyone's had a lovely day today. So as you can see, we are doing your Lionsgate reading for this year's portal. If you don't know what the Lionsgate is, you can look it up on the internet and read up on what it is, but it's a very powerful and transformative portal if you're willing to take advantage of the energy. Oh goodness. Friday I did an overall reading for kind of an overview of what's coming in for the portal. So if you didn't get a chance to watch that, I would definitely go look at it or give it a watch. It had some very powerful messages come through. So let's get your theme, and then we're going to look at love, money, and spirituality. So what is Libra's theme for this Lionsgate portal? And this is a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So if your sun sign doesn't resonate, be sure to check out the other placements in your chart. Sometimes those can resonate more. Being a general reading, make sure you're only taking the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. If you would like to take a closer look at your personal situation, you can book a reading with me by sending an email to ellshouseoftarot@gmail.com. Alright, so a win-win outcome is forecast, Libra. And it is a full moon in Libra card. Can't get better than that. What I'm feeling like is everything's going to come out in your favor. And if there's another person involved, they are going to be okay with the result as well. Okay? So, but yeah, I just feel like everything's going to come out in your favor. Anyone or anything that you had conflict with is just going to be resolved, and everything's going to be settled and at peace. All right, so let's look at love. How will this portal affect Libra in regards to love? Okay. Oh, goodness. All right, so we have the Sun in the reverse, the Seven of Swords, and the High Priestess. All right, so the Sun in the reverse to me points to a little bit of shadow or negative energy that's around your love life or current connections. And the Seven of Swords here, which is can be a card of lies and deceit, deception, sneaking around. But then we have the High Priestess. All right, I'm going to have to step away for just 1 second. Hold on. Okay. All right, so it does feel like there is some sort of negative energy around you in regards to love and relationships, but the Sun is still the most positive card in the deck. And then we have the High Priestess here. They are going to conquer any type of Seven of Swords energy very easily. Okay? High Priestess is using your intuition, listening to yourself, to your source, to kind of decipher what might be going on here. Let's see. Why is the Sun in the reverse? Okay, so we have Nine of Cups in reverse and the Two of Swords. Okay, you could be presented with a decision. There could be, you might have two people that show up. I for sure feel like somebody from your past is going to come in. Someone who disappointed you. But I feel like you're going to be faced with a choice between possibly two people. Or if it's not two people, just deciding to, if you want to give this past connection another go. I think the Nine of Cups is in reverse because you're afraid of repeating a cycle, being hurt again, making the wrong choice, so you're making the decision a lot harder on yourself than it needs to be. So why is the Seven of Swords here? I think you already, yeah, well, I'll get to that. Oh, good, two cards again. Yeah, Nine of Swords and the Fool. To me, the Seven of Swords doesn't feel like somebody maliciously lying to you or doing something very deceitful that hurts you, but it just feels like they weren't like fully open with you. And when I say I'm going to say they weren't telling you the whole truth. I'm not saying they were lying, but they just either lies by omission or they just weren't very forthcoming. And that kept you in a state of anxiety. With a Fool here, I think it could go either way. You know, being a general reading, you could give this person another chance, leap of faith, and go again. And then for others of you, you will go with somebody else or move away from this person. But the High Priestess, she knows all. She's intuition. That's what I was saying. You already know the answer. You already know what you want to do. But I think just being presented with it right in your face is going to put you in the state of anxiety and indecision. All right, so why is the High Priestess in reverse? The Page of Wands. There we go. Taking your life in a new direction. That's the win-win outcome. Okay, the Page takes his life in a new direction. He's very passionate. He's very open. He goes on a journey. The Page and the Fool card are very similar energy. Okay, so that's the win-win outcome. Whatever the High Priestess inside of you, your intuition is telling you to do, calling you to do, screaming at you maybe to do, if you follow that, if you take that path, because the Page of Wands goes down a path, then that's your win-win outcome. Okay, now it's general reading. It's going to be different for everyone. And I feel like you're being presented with this decision or this situation very suddenly, and that's why you get stuck. But I feel like it's very temporary. Okay, so let's get into finance, career. How is this portal going to affect Libra's career in money situation? All right, so the Page of Swords, the Moon, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. All right, so either you've been looking for a job or job recruiters have been looking at you. This job recruiter looking at you could be your boss's boss, maybe a management type person at another site somewhere in your company. So either you're looking or they're looking. Okay, but the Moon here, I feel like you're a little bit lost in what you want to do. You're waiting for a sign. Do I take this promotion? Do I take this new job? Do I stay where I am? Knight of Wands in reverse. Again, it's a feeling of you don't know what to do or being afraid of making the wrong decision. All right, so why is Page of Swords here? Oop. That's a big stack of cards. All right, why is Page of Swords here? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. To me, this feels like work on pause. Okay, I'm not saying that you're not working. You're probably going to your job every day. But the pause feels like you know it's time for a change. You know it's time for advancement, to move, to go somewhere else. But you haven't put effort into it yet. And this is the Page. It's just spying, collecting energy. Or, again, the opposite way where people are looking at you, wanting to reach out to you, but it hasn't come in yet. That could be what the universe is hiding from you. But to me, the Moon feels like you just don't know what to do. You're waiting for a sign. Okay, the Moon is about secrets. Why is the Moon here? Three of Swords in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse is a lot about healing and letting go of pain. Again, there's like a hesitation, like you're worried about what will happen if you go somewhere else without knowing fully the full answer of how it's going to go. There's also a message coming in about judgment from others. Maybe people questioning this, and you're afraid of that pain from people close to you, questioning why you're making a career change or something like that. It's just an avoidance of, it's a feeling of wanting to avoid pain, and however that relates to you in your career path. Okay? Maybe you've experienced financial insecurity before, and maybe where you're at, you're very financially secure. And even though the promotion or the job change, whatever, comes with equal or better pay, it's just that time when you're switching. You know, there's the unknown. You know, what if something happens and this place I'm in is super secure. If I go somewhere else, what if something happens? It feels like something like that. But you can't know. You can't make choices with all the information, because you can't know what the future is going to tell you or what's going to happen. So again, there's a fear of making the wrong choice. And I think that's why win-win outcome is here, because I think Spirit's saying whatever choice you're making in regards to love or finance, if you're following your soul and what the universe and your gut are encouraging you to do or calling you to do, then it's going to be a win. Why is the Knight of Wands in the reverse? Hermit in the reverse. I think you're feeling a little bit chaotic around work and work decisions, and I think Spirit is telling you to disconnect for a little bit and go into hermit mode. You need to go into it. Some of you may be too disconnected and too isolated or too closed off, so then you need to come out of it, whatever it is. All right, so how is the Lion's Gate going to affect Libra's spirituality, spiritual growth? All right, so I have the Two of Wands in the reverse, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords in the reverse. I think you're going to start to take actions on things you missed out on in the past. Temperance has shown up on the bottom twice, by the way. First it was with the love, and now it's here with spirituality. So there's definitely, and what is she? She's all about balance, which is Libra. Very balanced. Okay. Stay even, Libra. So if you feel yourself getting off balance, just remember to center yourself. I think so King of Wands, you're going to take action towards these Two of Wands in reverse things that you missed out on in the past. I feel like you going back, like going and doing some like spiritual endeavors, like maybe going to a meditation, I want to say like a camp, but like a weekend away where you are with a group of people and you're learning different meditation techniques. It feels like retreats or something like that you might get into. Maybe you've said, oh, I really wanted to do this thing, but it's just never the right time. And so you're going to start taking action on those things that you've missed out on, that you've been putting on the back burner for too long. King of Swords in reverse, I feel like you might disconnect from people and spend a lot of time with yourself. Why is the Two of Wands in the reverse? Knight of Cups. Yeah. Where's that self-love, that self-care, emotional growth is what I'm feeling. And you're going to get that from all those things that you were like, well, I don't have time for this or that, or I'll go next year. That's what you're going to start taking action on. Why is the King of Wands here? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Letting go. Yeah. Wands are a very carefree energy, free-spirited. So you might be unclenching a little bit, releasing some negative energy, because you're in negative energy in both of these situations. You're very afraid of making the wrong decision. Okay? And so if you start to do some spiritual work on yourself and release a lot of that, then these decisions are going to be very easy. All right, so why is the King of Swords here? And then you're going to be able to take a lot more action towards the things that you want in your life. Why is the King of Swords in the reverse? Three of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to spend, you're going to be spending more time like with yourself, and or with just people who are in this very tight circle. You're not going to be communicating with acquaintances or coworkers outside of work, or, you know, you're not going to be putting a lot of energy into people who don't affect your everyday life, who aren't a part of like the day-to-day for you, because you're thinking about your future. And I think you're just trying to tighten that circle up. It's like, who do I want to take with me on my little journey? I don't want to take these people, so I'm done with them. So now I'm just going to take this group with me. All right, so let's get you a final word of advice here for your reading today. Yeah, see the bigger picture. See, Libra? You're sitting here fretting over these little things, causing yourself stress and anxiety, when you don't need to. Just look at the bigger picture. Okay, at the end of the day, do I want to be with this person? What does my intuition tell me? Yes, I do want to be with this person, so go be with them. No, I don't, so go be with somebody else. Do I want to make this career change, this take this promotion, switch completely different jobs? At the end of the day, yes, I do. Okay. Do I want to start taking care of myself? Do I want to put more energy into my spiritual development? Yes, I do. Okay. So whatever it is, don't let the little details get in your brain and bog down your decision making. Look at the bigger picture here. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there for you. Thanks so much for watching. If it resonated, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you later. Bye.